Hello and welcome back to Dark Souls Remastered, where today we're going to be going through the Darkroot garden, seeing how much things have changed since Ulasil. Also, I hope it's not too late, because apparently if you kill some NPCs who become neutral when you're in the Forest Hunter Covenant, then you get kicked out, basically. And sure, I have given 25 humanity to the Chaos Servant Covenant, but, like, thinking on it, I would be losing 13 if I changed Covenant, and 13 humanity is pretty easy to get, and also I don't think I really even care about whatever reward come next. So let's be Forest Hunters for a little bit. And this should give us a chance to talk to some new people as well, if we're not too late. So, to Darkroot Garden we go. And I know we're just passing Andre by, but oh well. I should probably look into turning my boss souls into boss soul weapons. I've looked up a thing on what weapons you need to change what into what. And also made the unpleasant discovery that Artorias' sword in this game requires you to have minimum amounts of int and faith in addition to strength and dex in order to use properly. So we're probably never going to get to actually use it, any of the 3 versions of it. But I'm still going to make them because they exist. So yeah. I do not recall how to get there. I do recall how to kill this guy when he was laying in wait for me, though. I like the high drop rate of moss clumps these guys have. For reals, though, how does one get to that item? Looks like maybe dropping from somewhere above. Ah! There's the Moonlight Butterfly. I didn't realize it was way up there. Interesting. We'll have to find our way to it. Yes, let's go ahead and sit at this bonfire just to have it set as our starting point here. Because we are going to be tooling around in the garden for a while. So, some of the NPCs should still be jerks to us, but others should be friendly, I think. Or maybe they'll all be friendly? Are you a jerk? No, they're all friendly. Okay, good. That's good. That means we haven't been kicked out. The fact that they're not aggroing to us is a very good sign. So this guy we can talk to.
I'm Shiva of the East, captain of the brigade. Let's teach you the clan basics now, as there's no time to chat in the midst of fighting, except there is little in the form of rules. You hear? Fight and hunt as you like. Whoever's fastest gets to play. That's the way we fight.
Care to speak up a little?
Don't forget what Arvina said. Traitors aren't given a second chance for any reason. That's about it then. Don't worry. It's a good old time, isn't it? Great to have you with us. Good hunting to you.
Okay, thanks. For reals, like, can barely hear him over the river, even when we put the camera as close to him as we can. Come on.
You'll be called in soon. Hunters with patience.
Alright. I'm just gonna pretend that he doesn't have anything more to say, because he probably doesn't. Well, let's talk about it.
You'll be hunted.
Alright. So yeah, there's stuff that you get for each of your first 3 kills as a member of this covenant. So I might try and do that at some point, but not just yet. I guess I can't squeeze through here. Or, yes I can? Interesting. So let's just take a look around. See whether there's anything to find. I recall there being an extra path on the right side here if we hug this wall. Yeah, not really. Oh, hello. Startled me a little bit there. Didn't expect to see anything pop up. Wow, really? Were we too far, or what? Oh, we've made a few friends, it seems. Ow. Uh-oh. Get off me! Get off me! Stop! Ow! If we didn't get grabbed, we would have been just fine, but that grab lasts way longer than it feels like it should. Those trees don't seem like they're that sturdy. We should have been able to break out. I've got an awful lot of strength, and yet it availed me nothing there. So I'm just cutting across here to make sure there's nothing to be missed out here. Okay, so now we're at the edge. Looks like we could drop down a little ways, but that's actually not really far. And this is right where we died-ish? Or, no, that's where we died-ish. This place is big. And it's even harder to find your way around in the present because there's no sunlight and there's fog. At least in the past, it was daytime whenever you were here. Come on. Ow. Okay, I heard another one stand up. Yep, there it is. Flung one of his buddies at him. Ooh, blooming purple. Blooming purples are always welcome. Let's go ahead and take a little drink. So, they weren't even guarding anything. It's just a pool of water. Oh. These three are at least guarding an item. I said three, but apparently there were four. Let's just grab the moss that they've dropped. Considering how handy moss can be in this game. Ah, that's Shivas Armor. Alright, so that's the path that we originally took down way back when. That led into the Valley of the Drakes, where I wasted some time. So I guess we should follow the ledge if we can get to it again. Yeah, here we go. So down there is Darkroot Basin, I do believe. I really have no memory as to how to get to the Moonlight Butterfly. Yeah, that's definitely the basin. Oh, hello. Wasn't aware you were here. So... Oh, someone's left a message down there. Well, we gotta get across, which means we gotta go in front of Anvina, I think her name was. Also, I may have just oopsed my way into something. Oh, we've been here. Yeah. Yep, we've been here. I don't believe there's another path further on down here. Yeah, I think we already checked and there was nothing, but maybe if we go this way, there's something. Or, no, this is literally how I just got here. Oops. Well, we still want to find Anvina, because I do believe, doesn't she have a bridge near her? I feel like that bridge is what we want to take. But then again, where even is she? As long as we keep following the edge, we'll find it. Oh, it's that structure right there, and yes, it does have a bridge. Here we are. Interestingly, this is a case of a bridge no longer existing in the past, so I guess it was built since. And yet the building itself seems a little bit worse for wear, maybe. So now we're on this side. And we've got much more ground to cover. Just got mushroom folk. Oh, even the little ones take more than one hit here. At least more than one regular swing. Nice trip. Interestingly, I could have sworn that little cry would get the attention of the big ones, but in this case it didn't seem to. Maybe that's not what it does. I do see that chest, though, and I do want it. I can see another little mushroom wandering around in the background. Oh, several of them. So we'll have to be a little careful here. Yeah, that's right, big fella. Come for me on your own. Try a punch. I jumped into that. Should have waited to see if a second punch was coming. Actually, I thought that I did wait to see if there was going to be a second punch. It's just the second punch comes so slowly. Ooh, you're going to really take some doing. Let's get rid of the little one. He can follow us a little bit more quickly. I need to not double dodge back. That's dangerous because we can hear the river off in that direction. And if I were to accidentally roll my way into that, it wouldn't end well for me. All right, one more hit. And big mushroom's down. And it had some pine resin. How about you, little man? Oh, there's another one. These things are all over. All right, time for big mushroom number 2. So let's get our spacing, do that, and dodge away. Yeah, there's just enough time to roll away after a jump attack if we come in from max range. And there we go. more gold resin. Is this a friendly chest? It is a friendly chest. Okay, that's a thing I don't care about. Did I get the divine ember? No, not yet. That's why I'm here. So that I can get that. Though actually, one of the great swords of Artorias, the one that you get by ascending a non-broken sword, actually can hit ghosts without you needing to be cursed because the weapon is cursed. But then again, I don't have nearly the interfaith to wield it. I think it takes like 16 or 18 of each. So, yeah, it's not really gonna help me anyway. Be wary of lying in ambush, eh? But what is lying in ambush? Oh, is this where the cats were, maybe? Doesn't look like there's anything down there. Yeah, this is going to be where the cats were. We've already grabbed an item off that body. Well, I'm ready. At least I think this is where the cats were. Every little shrub I see when it's too far to get the green coloration feels like it's the silhouette of something just waiting. And yet, seems there's nothing here. Maybe the cats don't respawn. That would be nice. So we can... Oh, we've worked our way to the other side of this bridge. A lot more trees here than in the past, too. Alright. So, thankfully, there don't seem to be cats, and that's good. Because the cats were actually kind of annoying to fight, what with their rolling. Cats don't roll. Not like that. Not in my experience. So there's still some paths that I know exist and that we haven't yet discovered. I know I'm basically just walking back through areas we've already been, which is not how to properly explore a place like this, but... Oh. Hey, little guy. You stuck? Here, let me help. So here we've got one of these glowy flowers. Oh, leading us to... that's the bridge across to where Sif is. While we are here to fight Sif, we don't want to do it quite yet. Because there's still other stuff to find. Like the Moonlight Butterfly. How the heck do I even get to it? And why is this tree oddly brighter than the rest? Seriously, though, I'm pretty sure one of these walls is supposed to have a little pathway in it. Because I remember, there's trees that are alive and need to be killed. I remember those, and we haven't found any yet. Or maybe I'm thinking of something else. But there's also, like, trees that have lizards on them. Like... green lizardy things with long snaky necks. Maybe even double necks, I recall. Like 2 heads. And yet I'm not finding any of those pathways. Or any of those lizards. And yet I know they must exist. And yet we've done pretty much a circle here. And this, I believe, is where the path down to Calamite would have been. There's an entire structure missing. Of course, where Calamite was is kind of flooded out now. Yeah, this place has changed a little since the past, but it's also changed versus my memory, or at least I'm just not finding the places that I want to be finding. For reals, though, how do we get up to the Moonlight Butterfly? I do not recall. I haven't the foggiest. Well, I suppose... is there a path over to the right from there? There might be. Or is there a path here? No, this just leads nowhere. See, that looped all the way around back in the past. So this is where the Ulasil Sanctuary was. Like, yeah, I remember looking across this way. And is there a path? Doesn't actually look like it, though it looks like people have managed to get up there. Perhaps through clever jumping? Probably. But it's probably not even worth trying. Well, let's go fight Sif. Maybe clever jumping from this side. Don't know. But clearly we're not meant to walk up there. So I know that approaching the grave will make Sif spawn in. So I don't want to do that quite yet if I can avoid it. I want to grab that item, but I think it's probably within the spawn trigger. Oh, guess not. Hooray, we got a ring. So, there's the greatsword of a certain somebody. Hey, Sif, remember me? She does remember us. But unfortunately, it's her job to protect the grave. So yeah, we've got no choice but to fight her. One of the required bosses in the game. And wow, she takes a lot of damage from our weapon. Provided we hit with it. Wow, the thrust also does pretty significant damage, even though I didn't mean to use it as per usual. You're actually pretty safe if you're between her legs. Though, if I'm trying to do jump attacks, being between her legs isn't going to help. Ow. Let's create some distance. I need heals. Oh, she created distance for us. How kind. It's actually kind of a sad fight, because A, she recognized us, and B, once you get her health low enough, she starts limping, and it's really sad. Didn't have the stamina for that second turn. Ow. So yeah, she's not having a good time now. But she still fights, because she has to protect Artorias' grave. It's a sad fight. It's not meant to be pleasant, though. Oh, yeah. So much for Ulasil, huh? Like, the entire town is gone, and the sanctuary is just a gravesite now. It really is a shame that Sif is a mandatory boss, because you need to get that ring she dropped, otherwise you can't fight one of the bosses required to beat the game. Like, that's the only reason she's required, is so that you can get that ring. And the fact that they use that as an excuse to make her a required boss is kind of sad. Certainly doesn't feel good. For reals, though, where are the alternate paths? Have we been down here? Yeah, we've been down here. That's not safe. Ah, no, there's no path here. Thought there might have been a path, but there was a wall. I don't like when walls pretend to be paths. Yeah, I don't know where anything is. That much is clear. Let's try coming down here. I know we've been up this ladder before. I'm pretty sure there's nothing to be found if we walk over this way. But I'm going to try it again, just to make sure. Yep, there's just the one corpse and the end of the road. Unless... yeah, of course not. That seam made me think, hey, maybe? But no. That's just a seam. Alright. So... if we go down here, that'll just take us down to the basin, but maybe coming up from the basin using the other path is what we need to do. Oh, and this is where we fought Calamite, down here in the basin. It's a lot wetter than it used to be. Yeah, we've used this ladder. We've used this ladder way more than I would like to admit. Feels longer now, though. So, I believe over here well, if we were human, we'd be able to find Dusk's summon sign and she'd sell us stuff. Though apparently it's just the same stuff that Elizabeth was selling, so it's not like it's a huge deal to us. Look at you stopping early so you could do a jump attack when I was doing my jump attack. If only it kept running, we would have just smacked it, taken no damage in the process. I mean, I guess it's a tight spot. I don't know about that. We've seen tighter. So yeah, there should be another path up against this wall somewhere. Should be. Or at least a path somewhere. Maybe not up, but it'll go somewhere. Oh, you know what? This comes down from, yeah, from way up top near the beginning of Darkroot Garden. But what's over this way? More down? Oh, does this go down to where the Valley of the Drakes place is? Yeah. Yeah, that's where we are. Still, we'll go down because we can. Ah, yes. Yep, there's that bonfire. And this is the end of the road where there was a corpse with a something. I don't remember what the something was, but I got it. That much is clear. Well, let's head back up. Because wherever the alternate path is, it's not down here. I don't think. Why is this path here? I think this is just like where the Silver Knight was hanging out. Or Black Knight or whatever he was. I think he was a Black Knight. Because Silver Knights respawn, at least in Anne Orlando. Down here they might not. But I think it was a Black Knight. It was some kind of knight. That much we know. I keep panning the camera back because I think I see things when really I don't. Yep, already killed him. Came from the other way. Messages saying whatever ahead on paths that you can come at from two different sides are significantly less useful. Because they have no way of knowing which end you initially approached the path from. And you have no way of knowing which way the person writing the message initially approached the path from. So, yeah. So, how do we... Well, down there is clearly not a place we can get. But up over there... Up there. Okay, so there's a structure here. We've got to find a way to get into this structure. And from there we can probably climb up. And that's how we get to the Moonlight Butterfly, probably. That butterfly is going to be annoying to fight without a solid ranged option, though. Speaking of which... I looked up all the bows in the game. There's not a one that scales primarily with strength. Or at least not a non-great bow. And of all the ones that... Well, the composite bow, even that... Oh, there's a path here. We've always just been going through these doors when there's a path here. That's my problem. But even the composite bow is not great for us. It's got dramatically reduced range, reduced base damage, though it does fire faster. And its strength and dex scaling are equal. But I guess since we can, we should reinforce our longbow just to make it be a little better than what it is. We apparently can't reinforce it too much. I don't have that many Titanite shards. Oh boy, +2. Could have sworn I had more regular Titanite shards, but I guess not. Either way, if we go this way, yeah, this is how we get places, and this is the path that I remember probably. Oh, hey guys. You, was that your soul? Really should have written your name on it. Oh, the staggered attack timing. It's not doing good for me. Alrighty. And let's just make sure there's nothing else hiding in here. Looks like there isn't. And so we go through here. This could end up being a 2-boss day. Yeah, you can see the little feet of this tree wiggling. Those tell you that it's a killable tree. I don't know if the tree will ever do anything to attack you, but it is a living tree. And here we've got these whatever they are frog things. They're like frog salamander rays. I didn't even remember that those existed. They sure do look funny, though. I don't know if they do anything special other than trying to lick you, but... So this, as you can see, is another living tree. I think they actually kind of move around a little bit. Because I feel like I've actually been trapped in this path by this tree before I realized it was one that you had to attack. Like if you squeeze by it and then come back, it might fully block the path. I don't really recall. But I feel like that's a thing that's possible. So, what's this? This is a path that probably leads up to the Moonlight Butterfly. Or to something. Oh, hello. And hello to you as well. Thankfully, those guys aren't too tough. What are you doing and why don't I like it? At least those guys are significantly less durable now than they were in the past. Turns out that all the years haven't done so good for their armor. So the fact that they cast spells now is a little concerning. Disconcerting, even. Where even are we in relation to everywhere? I don't know. I do see an item, though. What have you got for me? Oh, more green blossoms. I guess that makes sense. Because really, what else would you expect to find here? Other than green blossoms. Well, looks like about our only option for progress from here is to go in the path, the tunnel leading up. So I guess let's go in the tunnel leading up. Why are we hearing sloshing water? Ring ahead. I like rings. Poor guy never stood a chance. Thanks for the shield, though. Ah, yes. Ring was ahead. And that is the bonfire area where we came from. So I guess this path just led to this ring. Neat. We definitely don't want to just jump down, though, because if we miss the jump, though, admittedly, it's probably not too hard a jump to get back. If we miss it, it's death. So I'm going to go ahead and not even attempt the jump because we've still got places to explore anyway. We got to get to that Moonlight Butterfly. And make it a sad butterfly. So back up this path we go. And up higher still. And now we're back here. Excuse me, sir. Kind of sad we let them get all the way up just to cut them down in one swing before they can do anything. But, like, it won't let me hit them before they're all the way up, so, like, what do you even want me to do? Also, apparently there's more enemies around here than I bargained for. And now he's doing the that, whatever that is. Oh, it's this thing that makes me super slow. Thankfully, killing him seems to stop it. Seriously, that hit neither one of them? I mean, I know the one did a dodge, but the other one, I feel like I could have maybe hit. But I guess it was just far enough away. And now we've got the Elite Knight set. And this guy is already dead. Okay. So, over here we've got another one of these. Feel like there should be an elevator here or something. This leads up to the Moonlight Butterfly. I don't think we want to be all the way up here just yet, but I don't know, maybe we do? Nah, let's not fight it quite yet. We've still got a little more exploring to do. Not too much exploring, I don't think, but some. And, here's one of them two-headed snaky lizards. Yeah. I remember those things. I wonder if there's a way to get up onto this ledge. And if there is, if there's something up there. Doesn't look like there's anything up there. Oh, hello. No casting for you. Clearly we were meant to come here much earlier in the game, based on how easy everything is to dispatch. But we didn't, because I wanted to do things so that we would get to be even sadder when we fought Sif. Ow. I knew about the lizard thing in front of us. I forgot that there would be one of these jerks behind us. I did remember this area, though, because of the lizard guarding a thing. Well, let's continue following along this wall until we find familiar territory. Which I dare say we've just found, probably. Oh, okay. Yes, we have found familiar territory. So I guess all that's left is for us to go fight a butterfly. 'Cause there doesn't seem to be anything else hiding in here. So, up we go. And let's see if we can get this thing in one shot. We do way more damage than it is anticipating, but it doesn't spend too much time hittable. At least not in melee. Reminds me, I still kind of want to kill the butterflies in the crystal cave. But that's like effort that we don't need to spend. You want to maybe land somewhere? It'd be super cool if you did. Doesn't matter how brief, just land. That's all I ask. I'm pretty sure this thing stops and lands at some point. Because otherwise, if you don't have a bow or arrows when you come in here, you're just dead, and I don't think they do that. I am pretty sure it'll land eventually. So we just gotta kind of sit around and... Okay, here it comes. And yeah, we do way more damage than they expect us to at this part of the game. So we just needed it to land once. That's nice. Alright, so where does this put us? This building has definitely seen better days. So many shattered columns. Ah, it's... Oh. Ah, there's the Divine Ember. That was not where I expected it to be. I thought it was supposed to be in New Londo, but getting it now is definitely not a problem. I don't know what the watchtower key is for, though. Let's see here. Watchtower basement key. Basement of Watchtower in Undead Burg. Oh, this is the key to open the door where Havel is that we opened way back when. So we just got a useless key. Great. Though the Divine Ember is a nice thing. Just using this to get back quickly. We don't really have anything else to explore here. And we'll get one level right now. I could try and use souls to get another, but I feel like I want to have some souls for a little bit. And I know this episode's gone a little long, but we're going to have it go a little longer still, just so that I can say hi to Andre, see if he'll take any of the embers we've got. And if he will... Well, even if he won't, we'll upgrade our bow because we can. Because he sells Titanite shards.
My, that's a rare ember you have there. I've seen one of those before. It's the ember of a divine blacksmith. Might you consider leaving that with me? I could produce divine weapons with a flame such as that.
All yours, buddy.
Well, thanks for that. You've made a fine decision. You soon shall see.
Alright, so... Right, we need Titanite shards, so let's buy them. Thankfully, they're pretty cheap. 5 should be enough for now. And let's improve our longbow. Because... yeah... Dragon Slayer Great Bow, I mean, it's decent, though it's way heavy and it uses great arrows, which are way more costly than regular arrows. Crossbows are a decent option for a strength character, except for the fact that they don't scale with anything. Though the Avalon is rather strong, what with shooting 3 times with 1 press. But we're not really interested in crossbows. I like longbow or regular bows. They're more aimable and their ammunition is generally easier to come by. And we're going to want 1 more shard. So let's get it. 'Cause I feel like I deserve to have a better bow. And then we have to modify it. So we could get a Divine Zweihander at this point, and we probably should, considering I'm going to want a Divine Weapon. But we'll go ahead and let that be for now. And we'll make a longbow +6. Then we'll make our longbow better still. So, yes. +9 is pretty good. It's more than twice as strong as it used to be. But that's the limit for now. I also feel like since we've been using our Silver Knight shield for so long, I should probably just upgrade it. And yeah, I definitely like it a lot more than the Crest shield. The Crest shield is lighter, but it's also worse in every way except for physical defense. So yeah, Silver Knight shield. Whoops, that was not the button I wanted. We're sticking with this until such a time as I find a Black Knight shield. So we might as well upgrade it, because that'll get us stability up higher. Quite a bit higher, actually. I should have done this a long time ago. And there we go. Can't upgrade it any further. Used a lot of Twinkling Titanite, though. Oh well.
Don't get yourself killed. Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
It's true. And that is going to be it for this episode. Join us next time when we go somewhere? I'm not sure yet, but we'll find out. See you then, friends.